shake hands with Kasak, and we get underway with this title bout at 157. Cannon in the first round won by technical fall over Chase Saldate of Michigan in 6:24, 15-0, and it is Cannon coming out and shooting in on that right leg of Kasak. Kasak with those good heavy hips fights off the takedown attempt and forces the stalemate 20 seconds into the opening period. Cannon then defeated the number 1 seed Ethan Miller of Maryland by decision 9-2. And then a 10-3 win for Cannon over Tommy Askey of Minnesota in the semifinals. That win avenged Cannon's loss to Askey earlier in the season. The redshirt freshman out of Denver, Colorado, and Ponderosa High School. Again, wasn't sure he was going to be the starter this year. They were trying to see if Sammy Sasso could make a go of it. He did make a go of it, and again, hats off to Sammy Sasso as tying up on the elbows here is Kasak, but ultimately Sasso called it a college career several weeks ago, and so Cannon gets his opportunity here. He won a state title as a senior, missed most of the previous 2 seasons in high school after having a bone cyst removed and then battling a kidney infection. But he is a rare talent, no question. They bang heads here. Oh, bringing the wrestlers back to the center, and we'll go back to work here in the center. Down to 1:20 remaining in a scoreless opening period. Kasak pulling in here now on the head of Cannon. Both wrestlers in the center of the mat. Circling slightly to the right is Kasak. Reaching back in here. Both wrestlers tying up. Again, they bang heads here as they are working for position near the center of the mat. They did not meet in the regular season, and Cannon's in on a good single leg. He's got the right leg trying to cradle Kasak. Kasak slips out to the right side, gets the legs in. He's going to bring Cannon over toward his back, and Kasak settles in on the right side. He's still got the arm of Cannon. He's trying to crank him over. It's a 3-0 lead for Kasak. Some great wrestling there as Kasak comes out on top, and now Kasak going to work out on the left side. Cannon leaning back in, Cannon to his feet. Kasak locked in around the midsection. They work their way toward the edge of the mat. Kasak brings them back to the mat with a nice return, and the first period ends. Kasak leading 3-0. He has 28 seconds in riding time advantage. They did not meet in the dual meet. Kasak was out, and so Cannon beat Joe Seeley 10-1 in the dual meet. Setting up on the left elbow to begin the second period is Kasak as Cannon chooses bottom. Cannon quickly to his feet. He's out for the escape, and Tyler Kasak leads at 3-1, 10 seconds into the second period. Both wrestlers tying up now ear to ear in the center of the mat. Kasak snaps down hard on the head of Cannon. Cannon is good. Kasak is just special. Cannon trying to shoot in here. Kasak tying up now on that left elbow. Cannon trying to drive in. Kasak starts to circle to the left, pulling in here on the head of Cannon. Both wrestlers right in the center of the mat. Squaring off here, 1:10 left to wrestle in the second period. With Tyler Kasak leading 3-1. He has 35 seconds of riding time advantage posted. We go under a minute remaining in the second. Kasak trying to lower his level. Good movement here by Kasak. Can't quite create the opening he wants. Now Cannon reaches down low on the legs, and kicking free is Kasak. They come off the near edge of the mat, and we get a stall call on Kasak. First warning. Kasak has not given up a takedown this season. Cannon has been really close twice. I mean, really close once, and pretty doggone close that time as well. Kasak with 44 takedowns on the season, and again has not given one up. Both wrestlers continuing to work here. Cannon tries to shoot in. Kasak now tying up on the left arm, trying to work his way in, and now Cannon gets the arm free, squares up. Kasak working on the head. Cannon dives in on the legs. Kasak circles to his left as they go off the edge of the mat. And two wrestlers will tie up here for the final few seconds of period 2. We'll go to the third. It's Kasak 3, Cannon 1. And it'll be Kasak with the choice here to start the third. And he will take the bottom position. Cannon does have those long arms and legs. See if he can get the legs in here as he sets up on the right side. Kasak trying to get to his feet. Cannon does try to slip the legs in. Kasak won't let him, and now Kasak is away for the escape, and Tyler Kasak takes a 4-1 lead. Cannon made a couple of attempts there to get legs in on the right side, and now Kasak really working here on the head of Cannon. Pulling in, they're right at the edge of the mat. Cannon a half shot here on the knee of Kasak. Pushing in, Kasak starts to circle to his left. Kasak trying to work back in here. Both wrestlers now at the edge of the mat. Kasak and Cannon. Cannon pulling in on the head, and he drives in. They'll go off the edge, and we'll get a second stall call here against Kasak. That'll be a point for Cannon, and the lead is 4-2 for Kasak. Tyler Kasak, ear to ear, driving in now on Cannon. Both wrestlers tying up here. Hand control by Cannon. Now Kasak snaps down on the head, and he whips him to his back. He comes in under, and a lateral drop by Kasak. He has Cannon fighting off of his back here in the center. Tyler Kasak will get a 7-point throw here, and Tyler Kasak is trying to settle in on that left shoulder. Down to 40 seconds remaining in the third. Kasak closing in here on the Big Ten title as a true sophomore. Kasak looks over at the clock. Scott Cannon kind of 3/4 turn now, and he can just stay right here. 18 seconds left in the period, and now Cannon does roll through and gets to his chest with 13 seconds left. And on the restart, Cannon stands. Kasak brings him back to the mat here. Cannon trying to peel out of there. 3 seconds left, and Tyler Kasak wins it by major decision, 12-2. Kasak finishes with 125 in riding time advantage. And Kasak gives Penn State its second Big Ten champion here in 2025.